What is going on there, Reject Nation? Greg and John here today. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. We are, of course, about to watch the What If finale. Very, very much excited for it. The last episode was phenomenal. Will they deliver the goods? And I want to thank everyone who's been watching this series with us from the beginning and all the other Marvel shows as well. As always, if you end up enjoying our video, go ahead and hit that like button or the dislike button. Doesn't matter which one, just vote. And do consider subscribing and clicking that notification bell while you're at it. Full-length watch-alongs where you sync up with the time code for What If over our Patreon page, where at the same tier we got the option for both reaction highlights and watch-alongs included. Lastly, thank you to the boys at Prepper for editing down every one of these highlights for us. You guys are so sexy. You should be models.
Yeah.
They were about to send up their last payload when pirates took the ship.
Winter Soldier. No helmet required.
Too fast. Are you scared?
Are you seeing that?
Captain Carter, you have been chosen.
Dang.
Oh my god, he's recruiting!
His gloves are off.
Come on, relax, son. It'll all be over in 1,000 years or so.
Oh, how cool.
God.
Dude.
Stay here. Leave this fight to
Hang back with the giant baby man cape dude.
Star-Lord T'Challa, you have been chosen.
Oh man,
this is so cool.
He breaking his oath all over the place.
Not giving a single fudge any longer.
Gamora, survivor of Sakaar and destroyer of Thanos.
What?
Not you, Stark. You, Gamora,
Not you.
have been chosen.
Killmonger must be tried for murder under Wakandan law.
Killmonger, Tony Stark's former protege. You have been chosen.
Yo, we're gonna get Star-Lord T'Challa and Eric Killmonger.
Oh.
Nobody messes with Vegas.
Thor Odinson, Crown Prince of Asgard.
And you! And you!
You've been chosen.
How about you too?
Thor,
And you! And you!
calm down. Thor Odinson, Crown Prince of Asgard.
Oh, we're in a pub.
I know this place.
The villain pub.
The pub facade was my idea. I read about it in your biography.
This is so cool.
This mission requires a team, the perfect combination of skills and experience.
You aren't just our best hope to save one universe.
You are the guardians of the multiverse.
Ooh.
Dang.
The Guardians of the Multiverse.
And after we recover the stones, we destroy them.
How would you even go about destroying the... Oh, you're answering my question. Sorry. Thank you.
The Infinity Crusher.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
In my universe, Steve Rogers received the serum.
Now that would be a sight to see.
Maybe you could now.
to the guardians of
The multiverse!
multiverse.
The multiverse!
Yeah, let Ultron know
It's
you're
gonna. Oh my.
Wow.
All right, here comes a non-compliant spell. Yeah, you might feel it.
Power up.
It's a protection spell. You're welcome.
Awesome.
Las Vegas!
What?
This is like an impossible fight.
Yeah. With no time to become a proper team either.
Interesting. Usually you people are much easier to kill.
Whoa.
Oh, dope.
Nice.
Dope. Dope.
Gotcha.
Get off!
Oh, should've shot him right away, man.
Did he get one though?
Did you get it?
As Yondu says, never doubt
Yeah.
My man.
My stone. You stole my soul stone?
That was my favorite stone.
Collected them all meticulously.
Time to go.
Dude!
Nice.
Oh, zombies! Great idea. Love zombies.
It's not them. It's what came with the zombies.
Oh.
Yo. Eric Voss predicted
What
it.
came with the zombie?
What?
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Oh, how twisted. Uh-oh.
Oh, God.
The stone.
Awesome.
She's Natasha Romanoff.
Who?
T'Challa said who?
Ooh, oh, dang.
I believe that you have something that belongs to me.
Whoa. Ah. Ooh.
What?
Oh.
Oh my God, it's hot potato.
I know.
Why won't you die?
Ooh, no. God, I love the animation
That is
there.
great animation. Whoa.
Oh.
What?
Nice. Unload.
Yeah.
Give him all you.
Oh, cool. Cool. I'm loving the fighting, man. This is
Yeah,
great.
dude. So thrilling. Nice oneer. Nice oneer.
Oh, man. We gotta slow this down. Gotta take this all in.
Yeah.
Oh, nice work.
That's gotta be a special sound effect.
Damn, you reverse time. Oh, man. Ah, yes. Yeah. Time stone off.
Hell off me. Whoa. Wow. Oh, cool. Cthulhu his ass.
Gamora got the soul stone.
Yeah.
You're done.
Please. Whoa.
I'm honestly surprised. Didn't the Watcher warn you? Every
Ah, the shot. The Avengers Assemble shot.
Infinity Stones are unique.
Of course. The Crusher was designed to destroy the stones on my world, not his.
Oh, that damn rule.
Brace yourselves.
You gotta be shitting me, man. Dude, Ultron's moves are like all Hail Marys.
I know. They're all finishers.
If I destroy you, you all fall.
Oh my god. Oh. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
Yes. Oh, that's cool. Bring it back.
Oh, hell yeah.
This one's for you, Clint.
Yeah. Come on. Oh, no.
Say 'em, Natasha.
Oh, this is fun. It's been a long time since I've had legs. I'd like to make this a permanent condition.
This body is occupied.
For now, but not for long.
What? Who are you?
The lawnmower man.
It's about time.
My objective is to end you.
What is this?
Felt like out of the Matrix.
Yeah, dead.
Oh, what are you doing, dude?
No. Oh, where are you, Watcher? You're supposed to be supervising the team. No! Stonemonger.
Way to choose wisely, Watcher.
Hand over the stones, cousin.
I'm not your cousin. I'm sorry it has to end this way.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, no. I am afraid that armor belongs to me.
Is that Arnhem Zola?
Ugh. Oh, no.
Somebody.
We were here to separate the stones from the body.
Oh. Huh?
Ooh, what's happened?
Every moment from the failed Infinity Crusher to Killmonger's betrayal and my...
Your sacrifice. If that pocket dimension cracks, if they escape.
I'll watch.
Once you walk through that door, you will return to the exact moment you left.
My world is gone. You won, but I lost.
I cannot
Interfere? Yeah.
What?
Is he doing it?
Get his Cat Marvel, Loki.
Where are we?
On a world that lost their widow.
It's a mess. Thank you.
What?
You and your replacement Avengers fought valiantly, but now I think it's time you told me all your secrets.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was told you were dead.
Same.
Oh, yeah.
You're not my Natasha, but something tells me you have her spirit.
That's it. All creatures searching for a place to belong. To call home.
Thor belongs in Vegas.
That's right, man. Party Prince.
Every story is my home, and I will protect it to the end.
Will we get an actual post-credit scene?
We could. I mean,
We'll wait it
they have
out.
plans for season
If it doesn't
2.
say next.
God, the art styles, yeah, across this episode were
Monster
gorgeous.
needs to stop saying I can't interfere.
I know.
And should change to I won't interfere.
I'm sensing
when
a theme.
this whole episode is cause he interfered.
Yeah, I know. And they interfered multiple timelines. So.
Here we go.
Yep.
Shut up. Of course.
I'm too fast.
What?
I found what the pirates were after. You might want to brace yourself.
I can promise you, Nat, this won't be the strangest thing I've dealt with today.
Steve? Yeah.
Oh.
And there's someone inside.
Oh, that's what watch her push her bits of love.
Aw,
Watch her.
He knew.
Thank God he
knew.
can't interfere.
That's right. That's right. He's gonna stick to that as much as possible.
Oh yeah.
I feel like that's the theme of everything upcoming is all the people who are celestial beings whose job it is to not interfere are about to interfere all over the place.
Like in Shang-Chi.
That's right, man. just Shang-Chi.
No.
She was, they said, survivor of Sakaar and destroyer of Thanos. Somehow we just didn't get that.
What if we never saw the context of any of that?
I'm like, damn, that would have been a cool ass episode to check out. Watching her compete in the gladiator matches in Sakaar and destroy Thanos. That would have been a bomb episode.
Yeah.
Especially after Thanos kills her in Infinity War. Mm-hmm. That would have been very cathartic and rewarding.
No, that was just
my only takeaway.
Whole episode. That was their Thanos is a bitch moment for this episode as they melt the Infinity Gauntlet in Atree's little foundry.
And they don't kill off Iron Man, but they just go, "You're not included this time."
Yeah, we don't need you, buddy.
Not you, Tony.
Don't even volunteer.
Not you, Tony. Even though in the sacred timeline, you were the one who helped defeat this multiversal threat.
yes. But we not this time, though.
Was it multiverse? No, it wasn't.
At that point, it seemed like it was just the known universe.
The one universe.
Yeah.
It's still a universe threat.
Either way, it was a pretty significant threat.
And yet.
Yeah.
No, not you.
We don't need you, buddy. You don't want to play with us no more. We don't need you.
But, either way, I thought this episode was actually a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was very thrilling.
I had a lot of fun with it. I mean, there was such a wide array of just so many different, like all the animation flourishes that not that you necessarily you'd expect, but they kind of managed to do a good mishmash of all the things that made each episode that just a little extra unique. Yeah. And they managed to sort of find the moments to infuse it. Even if it was with the music, but mainly with like the animation touches. Like I was so glad that whenever Strange Supreme was doing some of his gnarly, demonic, wild things, that he was able to still have the animation style be like that of what we love so much about episode 4.
Yeah, absolutely.
But just all around, it was so well done. Like when the action started kicking in with them versus Ultron, I was just like, wow, this is great to behold. And it just kept looking cooler and cooler and cooler. I just want to rewatch it. Like the choreography of watching this, the multiplicity of all these powers coming together was awesome. It kind of brought back that feeling of when you first see the first Avengers movie from 2012 of like, damn, look at them all. Look at all them powers on display, all of them working together and figuring this out. This is great. And then watching Doctor Strange shield all them with a protection spell. It was just like super badass.
Yeah, it was very rousing. It got me just caught up in the fun of having a newly united team in a show that didn't like, even though there was a lot of speculation because of a few trailer shots of like, okay, certain of them are gonna meet up. I still kind of bought into each week we're kind of seeing like a bunch of little origin stories for who the team is eventually going to be. And then this episode I got really caught up in the fun of that. I do have a bit of in the back of my mind, I am a bit like, these were the essential. This was the only team because it seemed like certain people were a little more instrumental in the victory than others. But moreover, I really enjoyed everyone's chemistry together. I really enjoyed the team from that perspective. I think the most, just getting to hear them all bounce off each other, and I think it made previous episodes feel just a little more rewarding too after everything, because there are a lot of fun callbacks to both the movies as they've been doing and also the show itself, which is fun.
Well, a lot of them picked up from either the ending moments of their respective episodes or the cliffhangers. Like with T'Challa and Star-Lord, picked up right from there. And some of them you get like an outcome of or a wrap up on. Other ones you kind of leave on a note of, oh, we could still do a sequel to this episode, right? We can still do a part 2 to this episode, right?
Well, I like that this almost became part 2 to the zombies episode after a while, because it's like they dump all the zombies on them and then they go back to the ravaged zombie planet and like.
Yeah, it was fun that they actually brought more. I thought they brought more around. Than I was expecting them to ultimately bring around. I didn't think they would bring as much into it as they did. I thought when they were like pulling them from other universes, we wouldn't pick up from like the cliffhangers or the aftermath. Like with Killmonger's episode, you see Shuri and you see Pepper and they're marching and they're like, we gotta, I forget what they say. We gotta get revenge or some shit like that.
We gotta put them on trial or we gotta take care of them before the Americans get their hands on them.
Yeah, so they had that moment, and then Thor just went back to Vegas to keep fighting.
Just to keep, fighting.
After fighting Captain Marvel. He's like, I'm taking this fight to Vegas.
That's right, I'm going to defend my new favorite place in the galaxy.
I have to go there. Like, he returns and he goes right back to Vegas.
Yeah, man.
This is funny because
where the party prince would go.
So he's like, we had a date, and then when he shows the reunion with Jane, it's back in Vegas, not New Mexico.
Yeah. Well, I love that he still got chosen to be, you know, a multiversal Avenger,
Yeah.
even though he doesn't really grow up or learn much.
No, not
a
really.
character.
I mean, I will admit, like, I wasn't fully buying in 100%, or at least like really finding myself swept up or loving it until the action actually started happening.
Yeah.
Before that, I was like, okay, we're back to like the whiplash, fast-paced pace that I'm not. That's the thing that makes me go like, oh, come on, it's your finale. You could have
Spend a little more time.
You could have added like 10 more minutes.
Relish in it.
I know this is like a few more minutes longer than the other ones. This came in at the runtime of 36 minutes or 35 versus like usually 30.
Around 30. Yeah, you know, and with credits included, so it's really a bit less than that.
Yeah, but I still thought this could have been like your 45-minute finale or something like that. That way we could really spend some time with them getting to know each other and getting acquainted with the situation and really feel like the chemistry and their bond truly forming. And I'd be curious to know if you guys don't have that desire or that wish and you actually thought it worked just fine for you or just perfect. Because for me, I thought it was missing a tad bit of that, just extra of just living in it with them a little bit more. And you like the first Avengers when they're just, you know, they're all hanging out. Part of the fun is them getting to know each other and bicker and banter properly or whatever the hell they do, the quippy Marvel shit they do.
them team building. Well, that and also room to create tension because there is a certain like they compensate for it in the scope of the immediacy of the battling.
Yeah, and they work together well right away.
Yeah,
and I feel like part of the fun of the team ups can be like, they're not really, they're
gotta learn how to do this.
They got to learn how to work as a team.
Yeah.
But instead they start getting a pretty good handle on it pretty fast.
Yeah.
Even though like the fight goes on for a while and as crazy cool as it looked, and I thought they really took advantage of their animation medium.
Yeah.
I loved the aesthetics of it so much. However, yeah, it was when you like kind of look back on the fight, I'm like, well, it seemed like for the most part they were pretty much we're just progressively winning throughout.
Yeah. And I mean, as cool and awesome as that armor is, and as much as you're like, they need that. They need that for sure because of how, you know, all-powerful Ultron Infinity is. But at the same time, it does kind of create this thing where, yeah, they're just on the offensive all the time. They're not really getting hurt. And, you know, there's big destruction around them. But ultimately, I think it helps that they have that fake out of, you know, oh, we thought we did it by stealing the stone. And they make such a big thing out of the stone and the stone dropping. Like, they did a lot of cinematic stuff to counterbalance that lack of maybe dynamic breathing room. And then, yeah, I ultimately appreciated that switcheroo where it's like, oh, damn, that's not what's going to work. And actually, we got to bring back the Zola arrow. Of course, that is going to go even more bonkers because once he gets, you know, inside the Ultron body, of course, he's going to want pretty much the same thing. And then, of course, Killmonger is going to go on his path to ultimate realization and he's going to try and take the stones. So, like, I thought they brought it to a conclusion that was, like, interesting and fun in a way that, again, got me not thinking so much about, they come together really easily and kind of just fight until they win.
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about that until we started talking about it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it wasn't really something that occurred in my mind in the immediacy of experiencing the episode. Like, as we were watching it, once the action started, I was very much enveloped in everything that was happening.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought, like, maybe that's probably what we would want most with the animation medium is for them to visually realize just that awesome sequence together, them like seeing the necessity of having all these people fight Ultron specifically. Yeah, but you know, you can't help but look back and go, some moments could have just lasted longer, or you could have deliberated over a few things a little bit more, like Killmonger taking the stones. Like, I thought he presented a good argument. I'm like, you know, I could see the temptation here.
It's just like Boromir in the ring. He's like, we could do so much good with this, you guys.
And I thought, like, it would have been cool if they just, like, you know, discussed it a little bit or argued over it. Like, some people were kind of for it and some weren't, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Because
I just wanted the remake of Avengers. I wanted the Loki scepters.
Exactly. Or at least some. I get you, though, because it's like, on the one hand, you're like, well, it's like if Peggy had posed that, I'm like, maybe everyone would have gone along with it, because it's because Killmonger is posing the idea where you're like, oh no, this is just a ploy to get everybody to let you leave with the stones.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it is something that does deserve, I think, or could have done with or benefited from some extra exploration, because yeah, like they all come from these worlds that are being like torn apart and stuff like that, and if they could replenish them. But also, I mean, it's fully within the fitting of the show of, you know, every time something is triumphed over, all of a sudden a new threat shows up. So, you know, it would perpetuate that cycle.
As I thought there were some good ethics debates it could have had, especially when Peggy does go, don't I deserve to have my love and go back?
Yeah.
And he's like, I can't interfere. I'm like, but she did just really help out.
She saved the multiverse
with your interference.
Yeah. And you didn't even butt in that much. You could have interfered in the mission a little bit.
I thought he was going to get involved in the fight himself.
Yeah, especially after last episode.
But I still thought like it was a really cool fight, and I do love that they didn't make every episode feel essential. Like even with Black Widow, I thought that was actually a really strong resolution. To pluck her from her apocalyptic episode and put her into the episode it was episode 3, right? When everyone was murdered and Loki was, you know, kicking ass.
Yeah, he just wins.
Yeah, because Nick Fury shows up
over,
at the ice, and then Captain Marvel shows up behind him.
Yeah,
and then there's Loki, and yeah, you know, like those scenes. But even like Nick Fury's just so. Like, you're not from my Earth. All right.
Yeah, but I know that you got her spirit, so you're basically her. Let's go.
Like, this was their one plot, I think, that could have been your short movie, your 80-minute, because it's so big and it's tying so much in together that while in the immediacy of it, I was having such a kick-ass time with it. Like, I was really, really enjoying it a lot. It's this weird dichotomy that when we sit down to talk about it, because we had to do a couple of things, and then 10, 15 minutes later, we're finally talking about it. And now that we're talking about it, I'm like, here's some, you know, I do kind of wish we got a little bit more of this.
Yeah.
This little thread. So that's the idea of doing a reaction and then reviewing it is when you, except now we had a little bit of a breather. Now we're talking about it.
Because it is a really fun episode. Like in the immediate moment of first watching it, I was just fully swept up in the pace and the rhythm and everything. But yeah, it's weird because it's that thing of like, leave them wanting more. Except in this case, I think they should have just gone a little further each time.
Well, if Captain Carter is rumored to be in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, if she is indeed brought to life, does that give us the possibility of a Steve Rogers?
There's got to be.
Or are they just going to reference it?
They could just bring it. I mean, what I would expect is for them to just reference him. But hey, I mean, if she is the same Captain, because there's got to be multiple Captain Carters too. But if it's this particular one who has just discovered, that the Hydra Stomper is here and there's a Steve inside, then why not?
And I like that I like that it's like you end her story here, where she gets a chance to reunite with her love. Likewise, with Captain America. His story in the MCU ended with him getting to reunite with his love, too. They're just destined to be together. It's an absolute point in time for them to be with each other.
It's weird how these resolves come around, and then you have, like, Black Widow, who almost feels like she's had more resolves in this series that feel weightier than, like, the entire Black Widow movie.
Yeah, and I thought it was great that they brought back the whole Hawkeye thing, too. That's what I mean. They didn't just bring back, like, Easter eggs or nods or whatever. They don't tell you up front that this is all going to tie together.
Yeah.
So it's cool when you're watching this one episode, you're like, oh shit, it all does tie together. Every episode ties, unless there's an episode I'm not factoring in, but I'm pretty sure they all tie together.
Everything ties together in some fashion, it seems like. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if some are like way more
I'm not
obvious
missing
than
any,
others.
right?
I don't think so. Let's go over them each in great detail. The first episode.
Cool. First episode was Carter. Second episode, Star-Lord T'Challa. Third episode, The Murder Mystery with Yellow Jacket. Fourth episode, The Strange Supreme. Fifth episode,
Zombies.
Yeah, the zombies came back.
Yep.
Yeah, and then 6 was Killmonger.
I want to say.
And then
7 was Party Thor.
Party Thor, and then this. Okay, so
everything
it all
tied
does.
together.
There's not one more missing, right? There's 8.
Yeah, this was 9.
No, this is 9.
This and Squid Game both are 9-episode seasons.
Yes.
It's the year of the 9-episode season.
Here I feel like we're missing one episode.
No.
Other than the Ultron episode. Yeah.
Yeah, but the last one leads directly into this one. So yeah.
The Ultron.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
'cause these
there's one we're missing.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if, and I don't think it would ultimately alleviate because each episode individually we've had these kinds of issues, but I wonder what it would be like to watch the previous episode and this one in one go, because they are the 2 episodes that directly feed with no kind of prior like even the end of Party Thor has like that what is this, but then at the beginning of the next episode he's just business as usual.
Yeah,
so like to watch them back to back, I wonder if that might feel a little bit more like that 80-minute animated movie experience or an hour-long movie experience. But
I think it might have worked a tad bit better if they had planted the seed for Ultron a little bit earlier in the show. Instead of like, okay, end of Party Thor, and the next one, and the next one.
End of all the individual episodes, and then you introduce like the thing that will immediately make everything serialized all of a sudden. Yeah,
you could have like utilized post-credit scenes for such a case or something like that.
Yeah, or had some kind of. You could have even like laced in some kind of way he's collecting the stones across the episodes somehow.
Yeah, build to it. Yeah,
it would be tricky, but if they had done it, it would have been impressive.
Yeah, it would have been impressive. And yeah, especially one thing with the stakes too is that after the last episode where it's like Ultron seems impossible to defeat.
Yeah.
And then here is like, it's like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Literally, like you're in real time with the fight, and it's like a 20-minute fight.
No, it really is, and it's funny because it's like you get that one reversal, but it still is like, oh man, all you got to do is just this one thing, and he's done for. He's done.
Yeah.
And I mean, again, I think they counterweight it nicely with this whole thing of like, okay, well, Steven's got to just watch this thing forever and make sure they never break out, but still, it is a little bit like, oh, I guess, a few of you, most of whom don't actually have like magical powers, just take, all you got to do is get him in a position where you can punch him a bunch.
But great life and great fighting and great choreography. And I love the use of the stones too, especially. Like I love like the time stone off that they had at that one moment.
Yeah.
And I thought they had like fun little Easter eggs, like plenty throughout this whole episode from beginning to end.
Yeah.
Even some subtler ones, like with Star-Lord going, I'm black, I'm Natasha, or whatever. Yeah. And then he goes, who?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Kurt Russell showed up to do one line.
Yeah. You pick up from that and you see that Star-Lord does survive.
Yeah.
Or Peter Quill does survive. And then you got Peter
fighting
Quill
with T'Challa.
At the end there.
Yeah.
They had a lot of fun stuff here. So overall, this is one of those episodes that I really do feel is ultimately serviceable. It pays off the commitment to watching all the other episodes. I love that it all ties in. And while I pretty much everything that was wanting was like, I wish this was longer so they could flesh out more of this stuff and let this breathe and build up the stakes and all the other things that are more like emotional engaging in terms of being like worried or concerned or just having some more of that character development stuff. But they still gave us character development in a lot of areas that I wasn't ultimately expecting them to do. So overall, I'm pretty satisfied with this episode. I mean, it's not like my favorite, obviously. Not my favorite. The Strange one is still easily
still my favorite.
Strange episode is so good.
Yeah. I mean that one is a lot of these have had aspects of like all the things I was hoping this series could be. But that one I think nails the heights of what I hoped this series could be with all the breathing room I hoped it could be afforded.
Yeah, that one was pretty much near perfect.
Yeah.
And this one I was like, oh, I wish this was like a movie.
Yeah.
This was the one that I was like, I wish this was a movie. Yeah, because this would have been I think audiences would have stuck around.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Click on Disney Plus at midnight, like, oh my god, this is an hour and 20 minutes.
Oh yeah, you would feel like you're getting a big treat because it's really cool. It's really fun, and then to have it be like an extra jumbo episode, like that would be so dazzling.
But as it stands, overall, I did enjoy this series. I personally don't find it better than the other Marvel shows that we got this year, but I don't think anyone was really expecting this to be better, although you might disagree. So let us know if you actually like it more than Falcon and Winter Soldier, WandaVision, or Loki. But yeah, overall, I'm satisfied. I liked it. I tuned in for a season 2.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Absolutely. I think they've got a lot to build on.
Oh, definitely. And I think hopefully they take some notes into account of what some people have said about the show.
Oh, yeah. Take a few notes, let it breathe, and then just go even crazier next time.
Because that's a common consensus, is because a lot of the time people were thinking, like, I don't feel like this show is really consequential or important or has any stakes because it's just this anthology. Yeah. And that's why I think like lacing it with like cluing people in earlier that this is all going to connect.
Yeah,
would have helped with feeling like the significance of this.
Yeah.
And I do think a lot of people have. I know way more than just us have talked about that most episodes they feel like should have a longer runtime.
Yeah.
So I know we're not the only ones who have said that, but as it stands, still enjoyed it. Guys, leave your thoughts down below. Subscribe, click that bell, hit that like button.